Hey guys, buckle up because this story is going to take you on an emotional roller coaster. It's one of those family tales full of fun moments that turned into unexpected twists and a touch of heartache. If you're loving these real-life camping and family drama stories, hit that subscribe button right now and drop a comment below sharing your own family trip memory. Your thoughts keep me going. Part 1, the family camping trip begins. Setting up camp and the fun starts. Hi, I'm Chloe, a young woman who was 22 when this all happened, with long wavy brown hair and bright blue eyes that my mom always said made me look like I was ready for adventure. I grew up in a blended family in the suburbs of Seattle. The kind of place where rainy days meant board games inside and sunny weekends meant outdoor fun. My dad passed away when I was little and Mom raised me alone for years, working as a nurse and always making time for us. She met my stepdad Jack when I was 15. He was a carpenter with a gentle smile and a way of fixing things around the house that made life easier. Jack had a son from his first marriage, my stepbrother Leo, who was 18 then. They got married a year later, and we became a family of 4 in our cozy ranch-style home with a big backyard for barbecues. At first, blending was tricky. Leo was tall with short, dark hair and these warm hazel eyes. Quiet but kind, into hiking and playing guitar. He lived with his mom most of the time, but spent weekends and holidays with us. I was the outgoing one, involved in school clubs and art classes, always chatting. We got along okay. Shared chores, watched movies together, but it was more like roommates than siblings. Over time, though, we bonded. He'd teach me guitar chords. I'd drag him to my volleyball games. Mom and Jack were happy, planning family outings to build memories. By the time I was 22, I'd finished college with a degree in environmental science, working at a local park as a ranger assistant. Loving the outdoors, Leo was 25, working as a software developer, still into music and nature. Our parents decided on a family camping trip to celebrate summer, a 3-day getaway to a lake in the Cascades. It'll be fun, Mom said. Tents, campfires, no phones, just us. I was excited. Leo, too. Packed the SUV, tents, sleeping bags, cooler of food, guitars, volleyball set. Drive up was 3 hours. Winding roads through forests, radio playing old hits, Mom and Jack up front singing along badly, us laughing in back. Leo and I chatted about work, shared headphones for music. Arrived at campsite midday, secluded spot by crystal clear lake. Pine trees tall, air fresh with earth scent. Unloaded. Set up tents. Parents' big one. Ours smaller. Side by side. Afternoon setup. Pitched tents. Gathered wood for fire. Leo and I teamed for volleyball net. Stakes and ground. String tight. Played a quick game. Me and Mom versus Jack and Leo. Laughs as balls flew wild. Splashes when one hit lake. Mom scored points with sneaky serves. Leo spiked like a pro. Sweaty. Happy. Jumped in lake to cool off. Water cold but refreshing. Swimming races. Floating on our backs. Watching clouds. Evening fire started. Jack the expert. Flames crackling. Hot dogs roasted. S'mores sticky. Guitars out. Leo played folk songs. Voice smooth. I joined on harmonies. Parents clapping. Stars emerged. Stories told. Mom's childhood camps. Jack's fishing fails. Laughter echoed. Felt perfect. Family connected. Worries far. Parents retired early to tent. Zipping flap with good nights. Leo and I stayed by the fire, poking embers, talking low, wood smoke curled, night sounds, owls, lake lapping. Conversation deepened. Future plans, dreams. On a laugh from a joke, impulse hit. Leaned in, kissed him quick. He paused, surprised, but not pulling away. Eyes met in firelight. Pull strong. We moved to his tent, zipping flap quietly. Inside, sleeping bags unzipped, closeness warm, full of tenderness and surprise that left us both breathless and connected in a way we'd never imagined. Morning, sun woke us, slipped back to my tent before parents stirred. Heart racing. What now? Little did I know, this was the start of a path that would lead to joy, but also heartache. Stay tuned for part 2, where the trip continues with more fun, but the secret starts weighing heavy. Part 2, the second day at the lake, games, music, and the night by the fire. If this tale is Unexpected Connections is keeping you hooked, please subscribe, hit the bell for notifications, and comment below. What's your favorite camping memory? Let's keep going. The morning after that surprising night in the tent, I woke up to birds chirping and sunlight filtering through the nylon walls. My heart was pounding as memories flooded back. The warmth under the sleeping bag. The tenderness that felt so natural yet so confusing. I lay there for a minute listening to the sounds of the camp waking up. Mom humming as she started coffee on the camp stove. Jack rustling in their tent. Leo was already up. I could hear him outside stacking wood for the fire. I slipped out quietly, pretending I'd just woken up and joined them for breakfast. The day started innocently enough. Pancakes on the griddle, fresh fruit, orange juice. We sat around the picnic table laughing about how Jack had snored like a bear all night. Leo and I exchanged quick glances. Nothing obvious, but enough to send a flutter through me. Parents planned the day. More swimming, fishing, maybe a short hike. I nodded along, trying to act normal. After breakfast, volleyball again. This time, teams switched. Leo and I on the same side against Mom and Jack. The net was up, ball flying. We high-fived after points, bodies brushing closer than before. His smile when we scored felt personal, like a secret shared. Mom teased us for being unbeatable, oblivious. Sweat from the sun, dives in sand, laughter constant. Game ended with us winning. Leo lifted me in a celebratory hug, spinning once. Heart raced, set me down quick when parents clapped. Afternoon fishing, rented a small boat, rowed to middle of lake, lines cast, bobbing in water, talk light, work dreams, favorite movies. Leo baited my hook carefully, fingers brushing mine. Parents napped in shade on shore, giving us space. Whispered about last night, how it felt right. Surprising but good. He admitted thinking about me that way longer than expected. Emotions swirled. Excitement. Fear of what it meant. Back on shore. Lunch. Sandwiches. Chips. Then guitar time. Leo played favorites. Folk songs. Classics. We sang along. Voice smooth. Fingers skilled on strings. I harmonized, leaning close to C chords. Parents swayed. Mom requesting old tunes from their dating days. Fire started early for dinner. Grilled chicken. Corn on the cob. Potatoes in foil. Evening games. Cards by lantern. Charades acting silly. Laughter echoed across the lake. Parents tired early again. Long day in the sun. Don't stay up too late, Mom said, zipping tent. Left alone by fire. Embers glowing. Leo poked logs, sparks flying. Sat closer on log, shoulders touching. Talk turned personal. How family blended changed us. Feeling sneaking up on a laugh from a shared memory. Impulse hit again. I leaned in, kissed him softly. He responded immediately, arms around, pull strong, moved to his tent, zipping quietly. Inside, closeness, warm, full of tenderness and discovery that left us breathless, connected deeper than before. Morning, same routine. Slip out early, act normal over coffee. But the trip's last day loomed and reality waited back home. Stay tuned for part 3, where the final day brings more fun, but a close call nearly exposes everything. Part 3, the final day at the lake. Close calls, deeper feelings, and the storm ahead. Hey everyone, welcome back. We're at the emotional peak of the trip now. This part shows how the last day brought everything closer to the surface with fun on the outside. If this blended family tale is pulling at your heartstrings, please subscribe, turn on notifications, and comment below. What's a trip that changed your family dynamic? Let's continue. The second morning at the lake awoke me with the smell of coffee brewing and bacon sizzling on the camp stove. I emerged from my tent, stretching like I'd slept perfectly. But my mind was racing from the night before. The warmth shared with Leo, the tenderness that felt so right yet so complicated. He was already up helping Jack flip pancakes, acting casual as he handed me a plate with a small smile that no one else noticed. Mom was humming, setting out syrup and fruit. Breakfast around the picnic table was full of plans for the final full day. More boating, a longer hike, packing up tomorrow. After eating, we headed to the lake for boating. Rented the same small motorboat, packed lunches, life jackets on. Jack drove, Mom navigating with a map. Leo and I sat in the back, wind and hair, lake sparkling under sun. We found a quiet cove anchored, swam in deeper water, splashing races to a floating log, diving for rocks. Parents floated on noodles, chatting. Leo and I treaded water away from them, talking low about how the trip felt different now, how the closeness changed things. His hand found mine underwater. Squeeze reassuring. Lunch on the boat. Sandwiches, chips, cold drinks, stories swapped. Jack's fishing tales. Mom's childhood lake memories. Leo shared a funny work story. I laughed, leaning on his shoulder briefly. Parents smiled at us getting along so well. Afternoon hike. A trail circling the lake. Moderate with elevation. Backpacks with water. Cameras out for views. Wildflowers blooming. Birds calling. Group spread out. Parents ahead photographing scenery. Leo and I lagging. Holding hands when out of sight. Talk turned serious. How to handle back home. If this could continue, I don't want it to end, he whispered. Heart ached. Same. Reached a viewpoint overlook. Panorama of lake, mountains beyond. Group photos, hugs for the memory. Leo and I stood close, arms around waists for one shot. Parents thought sibling affection. Back at camp, dinner prep. Steaks on grill. Salad, baked potatoes in foil, guitar again, Leo playing requests, group singing, fire big, esmores gooey. Parents shared how proud of us. Grown up now. Emotions high from trip ending. They retired early. Long drive tomorrow. Zipped tent. Good nights. Leo and I by fire. Adding logs. Watching flames dance. Talk quiet about feelings growing. Fear of parents finding out. On impulse from emotion, leaned in, kiss soft, moved to his tent, zipping carefully inside, closeness warm, full of tenderness and depth that left us connected in profound ways. Hearts full but minds worried. Morning packing, tents down, car loaded, drive home quiet for us, parents chatting plans, but a close call. Mom found tangled sleeping bags in Leo's tent. Raised eyebrow. Rough night. Laugh off but seed of suspicion planted. Back home, routine resumed, but everything changed. Stay tuned for part 4 where life back home brings the secret to a boiling point and a choice that hurts everyone. Part 4. Back home, the secret grows and the pressure builds to a breaking point. We're entering the hardest part of the story now. This is where the joy from the trip collides with real life and the weight of keeping everything hidden starts to crush us. If this family story is hitting close to home, please subscribe, turn on notifications, and comment below. Have you ever had to hide something that was eating you up inside? Let's get into it. The drive home from the lake felt endless. Parents chatted excitedly about the trip. Favorite hikes, funny fishing fails. How nice it was to unplug. Leo and I sat in the back, quiet, stealing glances when no one looked. My hand rested on the seat between us. His fingers brushed mine once quick comfort. But inside, turmoil. The closeness we'd shared those nights felt magical in the moment, but now, miles from the lake, reality pressed in. We were step-siblings. Parents trusted us. What were we doing? Unpacked at home Sunday evening. Gear stowed in garage. Laundry started. Mom cooked a back-to-civilization dinner. Pizza, salad, table talk, recapped highlights, plans for next year. Leo and I nodded along, smiles forced, eye contact avoided. After parents watched TV, we excused to rooms early. That night, he texted, "Come over." Heart raced, slipped down hall, door closed softly, embrace immediate, warmth familiar from camp. Undercovers, closeness tender, full of everything unspoken, but whispers different. Worry about getting caught. What this meant long-term, held each other tighter, like anchoring against storm coming. Weeks settled into pattern. Work days normal. Me at park job leading tours. Leo coding from home office. Parents' routines unchanged. But evenings when house quiet, moments stolen, his room or mine, closeness warm, connecting deeply, talked dreams, traveled together someday, maybe felt like a secret couple in own home. Family dinners surfaced normal jokes, plans, but undercurrents, feet touching, glances loaded. Once Mom asked why we were so quiet lately, lied about tired from work. Closeness grew addictive. Nights together when parents asleep early. Mornings slipping back before the alarm. Tenderness profound like finding a missing piece. But guilt built. Mom planned family photos capture us all. Pose ideas hurt, smiling like nothing wrong. Jack taught Leo car maintenance in the garage. I watched heart twisting at their bond. One close call. Parents' date night. House hours. Closeness in the living room. Warm intense. Doorbell early. Neighbors dropping borrowed tool. Panic. Jumped apart. Clothes fixed quick. Acted casual but heart-pounding hours. Another mom laundry found tangled sheets in Leo's room. Rough sleep joke, but eyes searching. Tension mounted. Leo and I talked. Could this continue forever hidden or tell and risk everything? Fear huge. Losing parents' trust, family breaking, then the dinner that changed it all. Stay tuned for part 5, the finale, where the truth comes out and the aftermath brings pain but unexpected growth. Part 5, the truth comes out. Heartbreak, distance, and a bittersweet acceptance. This is the finale. If you've stayed with me through all 5 parts, thank you for holding space for this complicated, painful chapter of my life. This story didn't end with a fairy tale wedding or perfect forgiveness. It ended with loss, growth, and a quiet kind of peace that took years to find. Your comments have been a comfort. Thank you for sharing your own family struggles. This is where the secret finally breaks everything open. The months after the cabin trip were a strange mix of bliss and dread. Leo and I couldn't stay away from each other. Nights together when parents slept, whispers full of plans and promises. We talked about moving out together someday, building a life away from the family home. It felt like we were in love. Real deep love that had grown from years of living together. But every morning, walking into the kitchen for coffee, seeing Mom hug Leo or Jack ruffle his hair, the guilt hit like a wave. We were lying to the 2 people who loved us most. The lie held until early winter, about 6 months after the lake. Mom planned a big family Christmas. Tree decorating, cookie baking, the whole tradition. Leo and I helped string lights, laughing like always, but tension simmered. One evening, Parents out for holiday shopping, we had the house alone, closeness warm as ever. But afterward, lying there, I started crying. We can't keep doing this, I whispered. It's destroying me. He held me, voice breaking. I know, but losing you would destroy me more. We agreed to tell them after holidays. Give one last normal Christmas. But fate had other plans. Christmas Eve, big dinner. Ham, potatoes, wine, flowing, toasts to family, health, love. Mom teary about how proud of her kids. Leo and I exchanged looks. He squeezed my hand under table. After dessert, parents on couch watching old movies. Leo and I cleaned kitchen. Alone, he pulled me close. I love you. Kiss soft. But Mom walked in for water. Saw us. Silence stretched. What was that? Voice small. We froze. Leo stepped forward. Mom, we need to talk. All of us. Living room. Parents on couch. Us on chairs opposite. Leo started. Chloe and I. We're together in love. It started on the camping trip. Words tumbled. How feelings grew. How we tried to fight but couldn't. Mom's face crumbled. Tears instant. My daughter and my stepson. How could you? Voice rising. Jack silent at first, then angry. This is wrong. You're raised as siblings. This ends now. Argument long, painful. Accusations, betrayal, lies, selfishness. Mom sobbing. I gave you a family. Jack, pack bags. One of you leaves tonight. Leo moved to a friend's couch that night. I stayed in my room, crying until dawn. Weeks blurred. House cold. Mom barely spoke to me. Jack avoided Leo when he visited for things. Therapy suggested, but parents refused at first. Leo and I met secretly. Parks, coffee shops, love strong, but pain huge. Months later, parents agreed family counseling. Sessions raw, tears, anger, grief. Mom felt she'd failed as a parent. Jack struggled with losing normal family. We explained not planned. Feelings real despite labels. No easy forgiveness. Parents set boundary. Relationship ends or contact limited. We chose each other. Moved to a small apartment across town. Distance grew. Holidays awkward. Separate celebrations. Mom visited once, cried seeing us together. Jack slower years before civil words. Today, decade later, Leo and I married quietly. 2 kids, parents, grandparents now. Love the children fiercely but relationship strained. Holidays split, conversations polite but distant. We built our life happy in ways but scar remains. Lost the easy family closeness forever. The thrill of that lake trip led to love but cost the innocence of our family. Sometimes the heart wants what it wants but the price can be higher than expected. Thank you for listening. Choose carefully. Communicate honestly. Cherish family. This is Chloe signing off with a heavy but healed heart. Take care.